Okay, good morning. Welcome to
FamilyMath688.
FamilyMath688. So yesterday our friend Chris Long shared some problems from the Oxford University computer science department's some interview questions, or what do they call them? They call them sample interview problems. And this one, number 4, called Monkey Beans, I thought was actually going to be really fun. So why don't you read the problem?
Alright, so it says an urn contains 23 white beans and 34 black beans. A monkey takes out 2 beans. If they're the same, he puts a black bean into the urn. And if they're different, he puts a white bean from a large heap he has next to him into the urn. So the monkey repeats this procedure until there is only 1 bean left. What color is that bean?
Okay, so we're going to say these are the white beans and these are the black beans. So why don't you give me a sample of what happens here?
So let's say 2 white beans.
All right, what happens? Can you tell me what happens there? He takes out 2 white beans.
So he takes out 2 of the same color. He'll put in a black bean.
Okay, a monkey takes out 2 beans. If they're the same, he puts a black bean into the urn. Okay. All right. So those are, he took out 2 white beans. He puts a black bean in.
Puts a black bean in.
Okay, so he must have a large pile of black beans laying around also.
All right.
If they're different, he puts a what does he do?
He puts a white bean in.
All right, so show me what happens.
So
there.
he takes white like this.
Uh-huh.
And then, you can just put the white bean in.
Yeah, so actually he doesn't need a large pile of white beans since if they're different, he'll always have a white bean in his hand. Okay, and so he repeats this process. So what happens every time he does this?
Every
process?
time
He takes out 2 beans and only puts 1 in. So the
So
number of beans
you're gonna
will
lose a
decrease.
bean
Okay,
every time.
so eventually we'll get to the end.
Yeah.
So it starts with although we don't have this on the board correctly. What does it start with? 23 white.
34 black.
Okay, so at least we have more black than white on our board. And so we're going to try to tackle this problem. But before we jump into it, I'd like to hear from you some ideas for how we might try to tackle a problem like this.
Well, you have a higher probability of taking a black bean than a white bean.
Okay.
But that might change over time if you take out a lot of black beans.
Right. Yeah, that might change over time.
Well, just from the way the problem's worded, it makes it sound like there's going to be one answer. That no matter what you do, you'll always wind up with a certain color left.
Yeah, it does sound like that's true from how the problem's worded. Although sometimes, like remember our question about the 668 or 558 and 556 triangles that have the same area. So sometimes the problem's tricky, but you're right. It does sound like there's going to be an answer.
So maybe we could do it with a simpler problem with less of each color.
Okay.
And see what we can do it a bunch of times and see what we can get.
Oh, that sounds like a good idea. So that's always a good problem-solving strategy. Make the problem simpler and see if we notice anything. All right, well, let's go ahead and do that.